Hey, it's SpiritualBaeJ here, bringing the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Northnode. Okay, messages from Spirit. Okay, this applies to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Northnode. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, remember to flip and switch roles if you know it's necessary. And yeah, oh, a couple more disclaimers. I have children. So you might hear them running, you might hear me stop to talk. I have neighbors, I'm in the backyard, this dog, it's noises, so there may be, some distractions, but I'll keep them to a minimum. Okay. Yeah, Sag, I believe that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Okay, look at the description box below. Okay. All right. Moving forward. Sag, we're gonna get 3 cards from your messages for spirit with that deck, and then we're gonna get clarifiers with this deck. Okay, so let's get it. What are the messages from Spirit for the Sagittarius? 3 cards, please. Ooh, 1 card flip. Okay, so you got 1 card out the deck. They said look at it. Okay, all right. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Interesting. Okay, Sag. And you know what's funny? If I had to make this guess what kind of zodiac sign, this would be the Sag card for me, with the arrow in it. Yes, or the bow and arrow in it. 2 more cards, okay. Ooh, so this is definitely about self here. Oh, and then 2, Sage, be devoted and committed. Okay, and then you have Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Okay, so a lot of boss energy, a lot of warrior energy, a lot of I don't know, that nigga energy, okay? That girl energy, you feel me? You feel me? I feel like so far your messages from spirit is about the things, like I said, is track down your fears and desires here. I feel like you're needing to reevaluate the things that you're committed to or you're devoted to here. I feel like certain stuff has to die away because it is attached to your fears, and I feel like certain stuff you're needing to stay diligent and devoted to, right? And committed to, because they are associated with your desires. For some of you, your fears are getting in the way of your desires, right? But you're needing to stand strong in what you believe in and what you want and what you desire, and kind of release what you fear, okay? Is what I'm getting from that. Hunter. What's this Hunter card for the Sagittarius? I'm trying to keep this video to a half an hour. So, yeah. But you got 10 of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. And then the Knight of Pentacles. 2 knights here. Interesting. One of the distractions I was telling you guys about has came to come distract. So, just a second. Yes, baby. Okay, go ahead. Just to tell me that she was going to the house. Children, right? But, yeah. So, pretty much what this is giving me, okay. This 10 of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. This has something to do with you guys' I feel like emotional vulnerability with your emotions here. Ava, please shut the door. We'll try it again. Thank you. Little girl. That's better. But yeah, sorry about that. The distractions won't be distracted anymore because it's gone. Okay, yeah. So with this track down your fears and desires, Hunter here, with the 10 of Swords in reverse, I feel like you guys have been holding on to something here, or you've been at an end of certain difficulties or something like that when it comes to your emotions or when it comes to being like vulnerable with other people here, I feel like you have a fear of, for some of you, of letting people go, or yeah, letting people go. For some of you, you don't like really, some of you don't get attached to people too often, is what I'm getting. That's like a fear of yours, but you desire to work with someone or to like have commitment here or have like a relationship, but you fear it at the same time. You have a fear of commitment here, or a fear of being vulnerable, opening up, of being affectionate towards people. But I feel like something is recovering here. I feel like you are, yeah, I feel like you're trying to find where this stems from, you know, why it is you're not able to open up to people or be vulnerable or be affectionate. For some of you, yeah, you're not able to be as affectionate with your partner or the people in your life, or intimate with them like you would like, or like you yearn for, you desire here. I feel like a lot of you, even like if you get into relationships, right, I feel like instead of putting your heart into it, you show like people you love them by working, by working, by providing them with things. And I feel like that's just that's a fear. It's like a defense mechanism, because I guess you feel like if you work, you know, if you work and people will stay around, but then if you don't, you still got work. You feel me, Sag? That's what I'm getting. But it's like you're needing to pinpoint why it is that you're having these fears here. What's this Ten of Swords in reverse? Next, I'm busy talking and ain't clarified. Hold up, I said I had an hour. Ten of Swords in reverse. Too many. Look. Okay, yeah, we got to get these turned around. King of Cups. Yeah, you're like, I feel like you're like depleted here. I feel like depleted. Like you haven't, like you're tired of not being emotional, or you're tired of fearing commitment. You're tired of things ending here. I feel like a lot of your relationships, you might get into relationships and you might, you know, start off, like I said, you're like a provider in the relationship, right? You're somebody who, you know, you put in that time and that effort, and that's how you show people that you love them, right? But in some way, shape, or form, I feel like these people come to you wanting more than just you showing that you can provide. I feel like they're wanting emotion out of you, and so things may end, right? But I feel like the worst of a situation is over, or the worst of that is over, because you're now pinpointing why it is that you cannot be vulnerable with certain people. I feel like for some of you, this has something to do with a father figure here. This could have been a father that was absent. For some of you, it could have been a father that was there. Maybe they came up as the provider and not really emotional towards you. They kind of shut you out as a child, or in your teenage years, they stopped being, maybe, you know, when you were a kid, they were affectionate with you, but when you became a teenager, they feel like, you know, they had to kind of, I don't know, teach you to be less emotional, to deal with this world here. And you've adapted that kind of, you know, situation, that mindset here, but it's not working out in your connections. Yeah, I feel like you are wanting to be more emotional. You're lacking it because you never saw it, for some of you. What's this King of Cups? I mean, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you want to be emotional, but all you know how to do is be providers. Which is nothing wrong with that, but when it's time to be vulnerable, the devil. Look, when it's time to be vulnerable, you know, that's hard for you. And I feel like it blocks and ends a lot of connections. But I feel like, you know, with this Ten of Swords in reverse, like the worst of something is over, because I feel like you're finally, or your spirit guides are finally letting you know what your fears are, or they're finally letting you know what they stem from, so that you can heal it and get what you desire. Because I feel like a lot of you do desire partnership. You desire to be emotionally intelligent. I feel like for a lot of you, you may not have been emotionally intelligent. You can't pick up on people's emotions because that's not where your mindset is. You're worried about the providing or the financial state of things, or making sure you have stability and security, which is a good thing, right? But people need emotion too. With this Devil here, with the Knight of Cups in reverse, right? Yeah, you see this as a toxic behavior here. There's some type of toxic attachment that you have to not being vulnerable. I feel like it's it's an attachment, like a boundary. It's like a what am I trying to say? A defense mechanism here. Instead of being vulnerable, I feel like a lot of you are funny, honestly. Sage. Instead of being vulnerable, I feel like a lot of you are funny. So you might make light in the things that you actually, feel sensitive about. You laugh about it, or you put it in a joking way. But whole time, this is like a toxic attachment you have to expressing your feelings. That's nothing but a toxic way to express your feelings. Pretty much is what I'm saying. And you've been bound to this for a lot of you a long time. For a lot of you, since childhood, you've been bound to this behavior. You don't know how to open up. You don't know how to be, serious and let people, in. Yeah, you don't know how to let people in emotionally. But you do desire somebody that you can connect with. For one, you desire a person that's made just for you. For some of you, you walked away from this person because you didn't know how to open up. For some of you, this could have been a marriage. You walked away from a marriage. Or you separated from your partner or something. Because you couldn't be open and vulnerable. You had some type of toxic attachment to, for some of you, being very stern or cold. For others of you, it's just not opening up. What's this Knight of Pentacles? But you definitely work. The Chariot, right? So yeah, I feel like as far as work, I feel like you're putting in the work. Yeah, I feel like you're putting in the work or you're being guided to put in the work to kind of work on your fears here, trying to. Once I keep saying pinpointing them because that's a major message for you guys. Like pinpoint your fears and what it's stemming from. For a lot of you, you're needing to do root chakra work. Okay, it's a lot of red here, or at least that's what I'm being drawn to. The color red, root chakra work. Something about your foundations have made you believe that you cannot be vulnerable. And for a lot of you, this I'm not saying that this is not for the females out here, but I'm also feeling like these are people that are in their masculine energy. So I could be talking to the fellas, out here, or it's just that this is also women, right, who are in their masculine energy and don't know how to be in their feminine energy because that's all they've been taught is to be, in their masculine energy. So flip and switch roles, but I really do feel like this is a heavy masculine energy that's struggling to be, to get in tune with their feminine side. And yes, you can be a man getting in tune with your feminine energy because we have both feminine and masculine energy inside of us all, male or female. Some men have more feminine energy than masculine energy, but they're still a man's man. You feel me? They don't have to be gay or whatever. But yeah, with this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you're working on going towards your desires. I feel like you got the stability piece together. You're working on you're very productive on the things that you're working on, your career and things like that. I feel like things are moving forward. But when it comes to the things that you truly desire, now this could be full partnership, in a business. This could be full partnership, period. On a romantic level, I feel like you are taking the steps here to go towards your desires, which means having to look at the things that keep you trapped in fear. But you're definitely taking everything that's opposing against you and making it work for you here to work on being more vulnerable. I feel like, because being more vulnerable is where your desires are. Okay, Sage? Yeah, you're definitely wanting to be open, but you're needing to fix this issue here. Sage. What's the Sage card? The Seven of Cups. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you have been committed and devoted to multiple different things. The Wheel. Yeah, you've been devoted. I feel like you guys have been devoted and committed to a lot of different things. Some of these things are just distractions, right? But you've been distracting yourself from your past because you weren't willing to face your fears here and really weren't like being honest with yourself about what you desire. One more for the Sage card. Four of Cups, yes. Yes. Okay, yeah, so I feel like with this Sage, be devoted and committed, right? The message in this is to limit your distractions here. I feel like limit your distractions. And stop, I feel like, distracting yourself from your emotions with the Seven of Cups. I feel like you guys are so full of emotions, but you distract yourself from it because I feel like you're devoted and committed to so much different stuff. You don't have time for your own emotions, and I feel like that's just a distraction. That's just something you tell yourself, you know, and it's not quite true. With this wheel here, I feel like there is something, there's turning points, because I feel like you're realizing your desires, you're realizing the things that are holding you back, the distractions that are holding you back, the fears that are holding you back, and I feel like you're now wanting to turn things. There's a turning point here coming. I feel like a lot of you guys were feeling in discontent when it came to the things that you've decided to devote yourself in the past and commit yourself to. You were feeling discontent because you weren't being who you were meant to be or who you're supposed to be. You weren't being in the energy that you're supposed to be in. Okay, what's the Seven of Cups? You were distracting yourself from your own emotions here. What's the Seven of Cups? Okay, all right. The Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you were distracting yourself from being self-sufficient. You were distracting yourself from your happiness. I feel like a lot of you distract yourself with saying that you're happy with being single. For my single people, I feel like a lot of you were being very devoted and committed to being single because you felt like, you know, you were happy. But I feel like, you know, that's where your happiness came from. Which I'm not saying, you know, only you can make you happy, yes. You know, only you can make you whole, yes. But what I am saying is that you guys are pretty much putting up a facade or like some type of fantasy or illusion that's really pretty much telling you that, okay, you know, I want to be single. I want to be self-sufficient. I want to do this on my own, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm the only one that can make me happy, or, you know, I'm the only one that can get me where I want to be. And I feel like this was a distraction. This was a lie here. For others of you, I feel like this is like you, I feel like you finally like honing in on your desires and going after them, right? Like clearing all the way. So clearing out all of the energy blockages and all of the distractions along your path to really start taking action with your life's path here, with the direction of like you're supposed to be going in, to build, you know, a legacy for yourself and your others as well, to go towards your success and happiness here. Yeah, I feel like there's also something that you've been dreaming about, Sage. A dream, some type of dream or fantasy, some type of vision. Yes, it might have something to do with a lover. Yeah, that you've been committed and devoted to, and you've been really working on yourself. Yeah, you've been working on yourself to make this happen, because this person or whatever this plan is or whatever the heck you're devoted to now, it brings you happiness, a lot of inner joy, happiness, enthusiasm, all of that. Yeah, so I feel like whether this is a person, a mindset, whatever, you're going after it, you're devoted to it now, because it's going to bring you happiness here. But you were distracted at first by, you know, all your fears and everything else going on in your life. What's this wheel? Ooh, thank you. The Six of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. So for some of you, right, I feel like there's something changing. I feel like a lot of you were disconnected from your intuition or from your spirit guides, right? I think that came out in your September message. But yeah, some of you were like disconnected from your intuition or your spirit guides because you were kind of being selfish, or being led by your fears here, or you were so busy in certain connections, and I feel like you may have thought that you were giving to them, but the whole time you were taking from them. And how were you taking from them? Because you weren't giving emotionally, which is what I feel like certain connections in your life needed. I feel like you were kind of selfish with your energy, okay? And this was because you were like disconnected from your intuition. But things are turning around because I feel like you're deciding to redevote yourself to something, recommit yourself to something, to reevaluate like these issues, these problems, these fears. Because like I said, you don't want to be in this energy. You don't want to be disconnected from your intuition or your spirit guides. You don't want to be in a selfish energy, or you don't want to always keep your energy to yourself. I just feel like for a lot of you, you feel like you had to do this, but it was for a reason. But in order for you to be devoted and committed to a certain thing in your life, or to where you're going in life, to certain fated events, you have to get out of not being reciprocal of energy, of feelings, of emotions. Okay? I feel like a lot of you guys' emotions, of course, is it's affecting your intuition. And when you don't use your emotions, you block off your intuition. Okay? I feel like that's the message for some of you. Right? But things are turning around because I feel like you're finally deciding to recommit yourself to vulnerability, to your intuition, to higher guidance, to higher knowledge, to your desires here. And I feel like a lot of you guys' desires have something to do with being more open. Yeah. 4 cups. Because you've been discontent. Especially emotionally. All these cups here, you've been discontent emotionally because you don't give emotion. But I feel like a lot of you want it from other people, but they don't give it to you because you don't give it to them. Okay, what's this 4 cups? 4 cups, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Yes, new perspectives. There's some type of lesson you're learning about the things that make you feel discontent, about the behaviors that make you feel discontent. About, I feel like you are offered, like there are people that come into your life, certain connections that come into your life that are actually beautiful and rewarding, but I feel like you stay stuck in that kind of mindset of being fearful to open up, being fearful of opening up, or being vulnerable, or speaking your emotions, because I was having a hard time saying it. Right? But I feel like this was all a spiritual lesson for you guys with this Hierophant here. I feel like you're getting like you're finally seeing things in a new light. The things that make you discontent, you're starting to see why here. I feel like you're starting to see why you're missing certain opportunities that you felt like may have been worth something when you first received them, but then they kind of die out or turn out to be empty. It's because at the end of the day, you were coming from a place of fear, so you build stability off a place of fear, and that foundation will never last. So you're getting like there's a new perspective here, or new ways of thinking. Okay, there's a sacrifice you're making, and I feel like the sacrifice is your fears. You've learned, I feel like this has been a major lesson in your life with this Hierophant, and I feel like you're finally coming to completion with this lesson because you've been very, very discontent in your life, missing out on certain connections that are for you, missing out on certain opportunities that are for you because you cannot be emotionally vulnerable. Yeah, something is coming back around with the 6 of Cups. Something is coming back around. Some type of connection that you were meant to be, some type of past life connection, soulmate connection, some type of connection that you were meant to be in. I feel like you let it go because you couldn't be vulnerable or something, but it's coming back around. And I feel like it can only come back around after you got a new perspective, after you changed your way and learned this lesson here. Yeah, okay. 24 minutes. We're making good time. Okay, we on it. The Warrior. What's the Warrior here? Be fearless and stand strong. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was about to throw the whole deck. Wait a minute now. Okay, Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. 3 cards, please. Dang, Sage. I mean, this ain't bad. Look, 3 cards. All of them came out in reverse. I'm not playing. level came out in reverse. Okay, be fearless and stand your ground. Wow. Yes, this message is definitely a message about yourself, how your fears hold you back. That's what your spirit guides is saying the most here. You know, your fears are holding you back, and what you desire can be yours as long as you get rid of your fears. They're like aligned, or they're like, you know, one has something to do with the other. Your fears are stopping you from your desires. For some of you, you're fearful of acknowledging your desires because then you got to get out of these toxic habits and mindsets and ways. Okay, yeah. But with this warrior, be fearless and stand strong card, you got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. The King of Wands is your own energy. Sag, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's your own energy, Sag. And pretty much what I'm getting from that is like, okay, you have been in a time of inaction. With the King of Wands is somebody that doesn't take action, right? They could be very much so in their ego. When we don't know how to be vulnerable, we operate from a place of ego. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been operating out of a place of ego. Or if it's not ego, it's pride, right? A lot of pride, and not the good kind. Okay, I feel like it's pride that keeps you stuck in certain patterns. It keeps you stagnant. It keeps you resisting change. And for some of you, resisting the inevitable. Like something is going to change for you. But I feel like you've been resisting this yourself by not taking action on your passions, by not taking action on your desires, by not freeing up space. I feel like you've been staying in your fears by staying in ego. You've been staying in your fears by staying in pride. I feel like you've been, yes, discontent. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is more discontent. For some of you, it could be like overindulging in whether this is, you know, substances or like spending habits here. It's like, I feel like money is your best friend because you aren't vulnerable enough to have a human best friend. Okay? For real. Or even if you do, I feel like the connections are very shallow because you're operating from a shallow place. You're scared to go in depth with people, and that's what's keeping you stuck or stagnant. Yeah, that's what's keeping you like fearful of change here, and not getting the desires that you wish for. Nine of Cups. What's this Nine of Cups in reverse? Page of Swords. So this could be the way that you communicate here. You needed to stand up for yourself. Your desires, I feel like you needed to communicate your desires. I feel like for some of you, you're wishing to pursue something here. Yeah, you're wishing to pursue something here. This could be going back to school. This could be studying something. This could be, you know, getting knowledge on something, researching something. But I feel like, well, for some of you, you've been discontent in a certain school project, like going to school or something you've been researching or pursuing. You've been in discontentment about it. But it's because you're needing to stand up and be fearless and take a different path. For some of you, that's for. Others of you, I'm feeling like you've been like, this Nine of Cups is giving me like, I don't know, obsessed with luxury, right? Or more so worried about your finances, because you're not worried about your emotions here. And I feel like, you know, you're needing to stand up like, stand up for yourself more about really what you want to do, like really learning what you want to do. Because for some of you, I feel like you're busy chasing the bag. Okay, with this Nine of Cups, I feel like you're busy chasing the bag and not really worried about what you're wanting to do. But some of you are going to school to chase this bag, and it's like not even something you're discontent with. This, it's not even something that you like, is what I'm picking up. But you're still going to school for it. You're still pursuing it. I feel like you need to be fearless and break away from this here. Stand strong and doing something else. I feel like some of you already know what you want to do. You're just not doing it because for some of you feel like it's not going to give you the financial or, yeah, the financial gains here or the luxury type of luxurious lifestyle you want. For some of you, you're needing to pursue or research something different than what you're researching or pursuing, because it's not bringing you, contentment. You're needing to stand strong. For some of you, you've done this because maybe your family told you you had to study this or go to school for this or something like that. But you needed to stand strong for what you believe in, fight for what you believe in, be fearless, and pursue the things that you want to pursue. Not the things that you feel like you have to because, it's going to get you somewhere with, wealth and abundance or increase your status, or something like that. You need to be going at the stuff that makes your heart filled, For some of you, you need to discover this because some of you don't know what your heart wants because you've been blocking that off. For some of you, it's a lot of green here as well. You need to do heart chakra healing. Your heart is blocked off because you've been so busy being defensive. What's this King of Wands in reverse? The King of Wands is definitely the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, first of all, a lot of you have definitely been blocked by fear. You're scared to take action on certain things because you're blocked by fear. Okay, with this King of Swords clarifying the King of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse clarifying the King of Wands in reverse, under be fearless and stand strong, you guys have not been communicating something clearly. I feel like a lot of you guys have been in your head mentally, constantly about the things that aren't aligned with you. But I feel like on the outside it's making you like cold and calculating, because really you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out what this feeling is, what is keeping you so scared and stagnant here. And really it's yourself, it's your mindset, it's the things that are keeping you discontent that you continue to pursue every day, when you know you need to be devoted and committed to something else, to your desires, which I feel like for a lot of you involves your vulnerability. A lot of you are so busy being cold and cutting your emotions out, but that's what you need to drive you forward here. That's what you need to be fearless and to stand strong. The things that you're passionate about, you'll fight for. You'll fight for, right? I feel like a lot of you aren't fighting for a lot of things in your life because you're not passionate about it, or because you can't open up and be vulnerable towards it. What's this Tower in reverse? Page of Pentacles. Yes, it's something that is trying to become a reality for you, or for a lot of you, you're working towards something to make something a reality here, but it's stuck or it's stagnant, or it's like you're resisting it. For some of you, you're supposed to be pursuing something, studying something else. Maybe for some of you, earth magic. For some of you, tarot. Like you could be tarot readers. You need to study that, or just some type of venture or opportunity that you're trying to grow or expand upon, but it's like you're blocked or you're stuck here because you're not facing your fears. You're not standing up for yourself and what you really believe in. There's something that you're supposed to, like, you're working on. For some of you that I feel like you're not meant to work on. You're supposed to change course and work on something else, but you're scared. You're stuck in fear to work on the thing that'll really financially free you. Okay, you'll have financial freedom if you just listen to yourself and you stand up for what you really believe in and what your emotions are saying. But some of you need to get in touch with your emotions first. I feel like you can't do that. Like, your emotions and your intuition is tied together, and I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something, but it can't tell you something if your heart is blocked, or if a lot of you need to do full body, like full chakra healing. Okay, is what I'm getting for that. Look, we're on 33 minutes. It just keeps giving me this message. A lot of you walked away from a union or a marriage or a relationship that was meant for you here because you were stuck in fear, but now you needed to stand strong. I feel like a lot of you know that this is your connection with the person you're supposed to be with. The only thing that's lacking here is the vulnerability, the emotion. Your fears are blocking you from your desires. What you desire is, a career that's passionate, that flows with you. What you desire is a partnership where you can be vulnerable in yourself and not be judged from that. What you're fearing is not to be taken what you're needing is not to be taken as the funny friend, and to be taken serious for how you feel when your emotional viewpoints and things like that. Okay, Sag, that is what I'm getting for you guys. So don't forget to hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you are aware for the next time I post. Okay, and I'm out.